We go to Dartmoor this morning. Dartmoor, for those that don't know, is a national park in Devon. Lovely, lovely, wild place, and it has everything from rocky outcrops, tors, TORS, tumbling streams, sheep, bare hills. Really lovely place to escape to, or to drive through. So, I'll wet the paper all over. This is Fabriano, £130. We might be disturbed by a little kitten who's, after he's been with us 2 days now, it was the second day. Yesterday, yeah, we got him Monday, and he's not been very well with a tummy upset, which is not unusual for a kitten, and got a few fleas we were working on. But today he's what he should be, very, very lively, attacking and climbing up everything. He's only 3 months old, so I hope he comes up and I'll introduce him to you. If not, we'll be on another video. Right, so Dartmoor was just a tumbling stream, palette, lemon yellow, raw sienna, alizarin crimson, night red, ultramarine, burnt umber, Payne's grey and burnt sienna. So I'll put a bit of a light bluey, no I won't, I'll put a yellowy background. I just cleaned my palette from yesterday. So a bit of yellow, and a bit of sienna, bit of blue in the background. This will be the background trees, and it's a nice bright green. Now, good bright green. Because we don't use a ready-made green in our watercolours, we'll use a bit of blue, and we'll get a sort of a bit of a brightish yellow. And bit of blue, just get some blue in the background here to represent the distance. It will all go to nothing. I'll do a lot of stippling on this. Okay. So we're going to come into some ferns, so a bit of burnt sienna, a bit of burnt umber, some of that. We'll put a bit darker blue, because it's drying a bit now. The painting's lovely and wet, and it's wetting very nicely at the moment. And we can just put in a few. And we'll put in some darks in a minute. My rocks are going to go down here with the tumbling water. Right, brighten up some of these greens now. Right, there we go. We'll put in some rocky bits now, so blue, burnt sienna, good dark, add some Payne's grey, plenty of blue, bit of light red, warm it all up. So these are the rocks going in, just some, oh, got a rogue hair or two. Some shadow in there. Nice big rocks on the other side of this tumbling stream. Well, I'll just put some more colour on here. Right, with the card, quickly, got to work. To try to be creative with these rocks. Just clip the paper. Come on, Harry, come and meet the people. Okay, now we'll go into the background. We'll let that dry up a bit. We can put a lot of colour and warm in there. Put a bit of green on some of the rocks. So, bit of detail, bit of greeny covered trunks that have fallen down. Need a cloth when you do this. Nice bit of yellow on the top, dark yellow, so a bit of sienna on there. So that'll do for a branch that's fallen over, and then we'll put in some greeny trunks. We'll put some grey on one side. This is sort of the ivy climbing up and algae. So a good grey bit, blue and burnt sienna, burnt umber. I'll mix some grey with my yellow now. Using a bit of the brush here just to show some shadows in the undergrowth there. Right, I want some dark now. Just a little bit of detailing here and there. Oh, Michelin. The hake is very good for this, but try to keep it connected. I know it's easier said than done, but let's do some over here. We won't put too many. We won't get this eye competing with the other. We'll make these small here. Can't put everything in when you do these. I'm working from an internet photograph. It's royalty free, but I'm not sure if it's copyright free. But I'm not doing a copy anyway, I'm just using it as a base. But if I show it, I might get into trouble. So, but I just use photographs as a base. I don't copy slavishly. I couldn't do it anyway, I haven't got that ability. I'm not a photographic type graphic painter. A good colour for going into distance is mixing lemon yellow with some raw sienna. By the time I put some foliage on all this, it will make sense. I was hoping Freddie would come up and say hello, but he's found greener pastures, literally. My wife's downstairs doing stuff. To try and create the little valley going through there, and this is just a slope. I'll do some wriggle work on that, but I want this nice bluey colour in here just to show some distance. just gently scumbling this distant foliage in there. I don't want to make patterns of it though. See, I'm anchoring all this to the landscape here. But now it's all nice and dry down there. It'll just drag over the high spots. I want to put in some burnt sienna. Oops, the brush is too wet. So these are the ferns. Nice and bright. They don't look like ferns, but I'm just putting the colours of them in. A bit of umber, a bit of dark in there, shadow. Right, a bit over the other side. And in the foreground we'll put in some bit of algae over the rocks. Okay. Get some bright yellow going through there. That's not showing. Right, now some good, really good darks. Now a good dark, we use ultramarine and burnt umber. Too much water, so just when your brush floods a bit, and just touch it with your rag. Whoops, I touched into the grey there, the Payne's grey, but okay, are they coming on? Yeah, they're looking right. Right, so I want to put in a couple of rocks in the stream here as well. So I can get the water coming round these when it's dry. Right, I'll just scrape that, just get the light on the top of it. Okay, that's it. Right, now a bit of texturing now. It's a nice bright green, a bit of blue. And a bit darker green. can't take that. Right, I'll dry that off. Hold your head, hold your ears. Right, now for the water now. Right, I'm going to try, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm just going to try and show some pebbles in underneath the surface of this. And I'll try that again, I've never done this before. Right, headphones off, coming on, off. So, the water's reflecting the sky above, with just a touch of the yellow in. And we'll put that in. Bit of, well, I did a yellow sky, didn't I? So I'm going to keep it yellow. Well, I'll put a bit of grey background colour. Just want to clean my palette. Work quickly here. That's it. So a bit of blue, just a little bit of rigger work. Just under this, oops. Put a bit of texture on. Right, I'm going to let that go. I don't want to do any more. I don't really want to ruin it, so let's just put a signature on it. Just clean off the bottom of that down here. Okay, so we'll have the blue mount on that, I think, and see what we've done. Just an impression of a Dartmoor stream, rocky stream of Dartmoor. Probably got several of the same title. Let's just take that up a little bit to there. Right, okay. There's no real focus in this. But if I put a man in it, I'll clutter it. So I'm going to leave that. Let's have a little look around it. I might be able just to put a little bit of I'll just dry that off. I'm going to put a little bit of texture on that. So I'll use a bit of blue with the umber. Should use more umber really. Take that off. Right, that might have been a little bit too much there, but anyway. Short of saying this is a stream, I've got water all over the place. Right, let's zoom in and work our way round. So we'll go to the rocks at the bottom. Very easy to do. They take a bit of practice, but just work on waste paper on your failed watercolours and just practice with the card. But I have taken great care not to paint portraits of anything. I've just indicated, I've tried to keep it as simple as I can. Now that's the tree that's fallen over the stream. And look, very, very simple. Lots of colours. Foliage. You see, just by hinting at it, it's all you really need to do on an impressionist type of painting. That's all I can do anyway. But I've given we've got, this is nothing really, these, but you know that they're summer greens, spring greens, and this is the background. You know that, there's no detail on it. Just the colours, just an impression, and just a suggestion. Just suggest things. I'm quite pleased with that. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye bye.